Alrighty, welcome back to another technical class build in Rainbow Six Extraction. And this is going to be how to build the most tankiest operator to where you are going to be extremely hard to kill for any kind of like normal grunt or any kind of like blasting damage or anything that the aliens really have to throw at you or the Archeans to throw at you. And for this, I'm using one of the operators that would have a 5 armor setting. That would be Tachanka, Nomad. Others would be around here. I think there's a couple more. Yeah, so Sledge will have a 5 armor. Let's see, anything else? Nope. So you also have 4 armors too, but Tachanka, Sledge, and Nomad all have 5 armor settings for their max level,
Come on.
or the max amount of upgrades that they're going to be getting for armor speed. And it's really cool because you can actually add this with a certain gear piece. You don't need to run it specifically, but it is body armor that you can put on, and that will add another like 20% decrease to damage. And it'll make it to where that for the first time, when you actually have this, when you go down, normally you get revived, and you go down a second time, instead of just outright turning into a Cheeto and then going to a weird stasis state for your guys to extract you, you'll still go back down in the down but not out state. So it's really similar to Rook and Rainbow Six Siege, and Rook is also in this game, and he does the exact same thing. So you can actually use his armor that he normally puts down in his actual pack of plates, stacked with the armor that you can already get for your actual gear piece here, on top of the 5 armor that you already get in the game. And I want to go over this. Like, there is stronger recovery. You take, or yeah, not wait, no, this is a different one here. Speed 3, yeah, speed 3 right there, and armor 4 here, or armor 5, I mean. Incoming damage is reduced by 40% right there. So she was already armor 4 by default, but kind of get that. So it decreases it by 40%, and that's 50, 60 with the actual armor piece, plus I believe is 80 with Rook's armor. So you make it to where that's taking 80% less damage than what you would normally be getting, and that is actually really, really solid. So you would almost essentially have double the amount of health just in armor alone, and you become an absolute tank. So running Tachanka with Rook armor and all that kind of stuff with the shotgun, you essentially have the closest thing you can get to getting a Juggernaut in the game. And it is the most crazy stuff in the entire game. And I want to go over that real quick because it's broken as can be. I won't really show it in kind of gameplay, but I did want to show like the stuff that you guys can use for this. And there's some pretty cool amount of stuff that you can really set up for class builds. And of course, as the game ages, just like Rainbow Six, you'll be able to synergize a lot more stuff together and have different builds for uh, characters going in or ops going into a certain mission. So it's like Pulse with the rush pistol. You know, like this thing actually came up. A lot of people said, you know, go with the fastest person, put on the rush pistol, and you can go so fast that enemies won't react fast enough to you, and you can do a takedown while running at Mach 5 speeds, running around. So now that's a new developed kind of class or a strat that you can set up, so it actually plays more into people wanting to more aggressively push and get done with objectives way faster. So that's for the more aggressive players. While a lot of them were mostly stealthy at first, so it does open up a huge window when it comes to flexibility on how you play. And I'm actually really glad that they added that in. The rush pistol is really a massive buff in disguise right there, so really dang cool. And you also got a bunch of other ops and stuff, and you set up your build on how they are, and everything works out in a certain way. And hopefully they actually make I think going to be eventual horde mode, which I would love because you know these are not necessarily zombies, but you know something that you can definitely set up a certain horde mode with, like you know certain larger rounds will start having more special types of zombies like smashers and things like that, and you have to go about trying to drop them and kill them off. And I think it can get real intense for the actual enemies and stuff because everyone knows like how difficult they are in normal defender modes, or normal modes right now. So It could definitely be really intense, but it'll also bring out a lot more different types of plays. So actually using the breachers when you shoot them in the legs or something, use them as a weird makeshift uh, mine or landmine, I guess. When enemies run closer to you, just shoot them and explode. So you can actually use them to set up temporary defenses between matches. So, you know, if you don't get enough points or anything, I don't know, a bunch of really cool details and stuff that I think would add a huge uh, incentive on learning two different types of modes there to where you can get really good at using all operators and brings about a different way of playing the game and adds a lot more replayability to the game. So that's one thing I really want to see from the game, and I think maybe in the next couple of updates or massive updates they'll be putting in, they may eventually add that, so it'll be really cool. Uh, but yeah, I've gone on long enough for this one. Thank you guys for watching. Tell me what you guys think about the kind of builds and stuff that you guys run in Rainbow Six Extraction if you do play it. Again, like I keep saying, like all my more recent ones, I'll absolutely go over all these with you. If you don't want to wait for each and every video there, uh, you just come to me either in the comments or anything, and I'll message back to you when I'm able to see it. And we can set up a game or anything like that, and I'll show you everything that I know. So, again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.